Hey, what's up, folks? Time to do a little kettlebell demo for you all this afternoon. I tried to do this yesterday and my signal was lost, so I'm going to try it again today and hope that during the daytime it's a little better. I'm crouching down because I feel like I'm too far away back here to talk. So if you guys are a little more experienced at kettlebells and you're ready for more of a challenge, it's time to learn high pulls, and particularly double high pulls, meaning two kettlebells at the same time. It is a badass move. It takes a lot of core and hip power. I personally, having some pretty bad shoulders from sports most of my childhood that wrecked them, I do better with the high pull than I do the snatch with a lot of volume of that. So if you know the snatch but you're not as familiar with the high pull, you might really like this one. I love it because I can go pretty heavy or I can go lighter and get more of a cardio fat burn or more of a strength approach to it, whichever one I'm desiring at that moment. But I also see a lot of clients really struggle with this one, so I want to teach you the way to learn it the right way, so that when you're doing it, you are getting the right move and it looks really pretty and explosive and it's not all ugly, sloppy army. So I'm going to show you how to do it the right and the wrong way, how to troubleshoot if you're having trouble with it, and how to get you some great double high pulls, okay? Now, as with all the advanced kettlebell drills, if you don't have a good looking kettlebell swing, a good looking two-hand swing where you know how to hit, the good hip hinge position with the chest towards the floor, hands high in the crotch, and then snap till the bell gets straight out in front of you. If you don't have that down, this is not time to start learning and dabbling with two bells or advanced drills. I usually make people do about a month worth minimum, and then I get a phone call. I put it on notifications off, I don't know. I typically make people do about a month of regular two-hand swings and build up to it until I start teaching things like one-hand swings and other more advanced drills. This is probably not a first 30-day kind of skill unless you're really athletic and good. But at some point you're going to want to challenge yourself. You're going to want to do the high pull. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. Again, the same mechanics are true. Hands high to the crotch, okay? Really high up in the thigh, eyes up, chest to the floor, and then snap with our hip power. We're not doing a CrossFit swing. We don't do CrossFit swings. That's some sort of strange crap move that they invented 10 years ago to be different. But a CrossFit swing is a squat and a shoulder raise. That's not what a kettlebell swing is. A kettlebell swing is a hip hinge like a deadlift and then snapping using your hamstrings, your glutes. There's no arm involved in the hip hinge, okay? So from here, from the regular swing, boom to boom, how we're gonna do a high pull is we're going to, right at the same time as we snap and explode our hips, we're gonna redirect that bell and zip straight up in the air. I'm gonna talk to you about zipping straight up in the air. So instead of letting the bell go out here, we're gonna go pop, okay? All right, so that's your double high pull. And what you're seeing, and the reason I'm turning sideways, is I want you to get the idea of how vertical the bell goes like that and then shoots back through my hips. That's how the move works. Now, a couple things could go wrong. One is if you are not firing your hips hard enough, boom, then what you're gonna get is this sort of ugly arm swing, right? This is still probably 20-30% of the power, that little pull. Most of the power still comes from pop, right, with the hips. Number two issue is people don't know where to get their hands. Sometimes I see this, or arms way out, or arms up by the face. That's obviously a no-no. A good rule of thumb is to get them right in front of the shoulder at the highest point. And I say, the analogy I always say is, dude walks up to you in the bar and grabs your butt. What do? Boom, right in the face, right? I hope, because that's what you should do. So you're gonna elbow him right in the face. So your elbow's really high. See that angle? That's the angle I want to see with the high pull, right? So dude grabs you, boom, right in the face, okay? So you're gonna explode hips and you're gonna elbow right in the face. So this is a nice level line. My elbow, my hand, the bell, all on a line, okay? So that's the desired outcome. I'm gonna show you it again for 5 reps. and watch how everything goes boom, and they go, and the bell almost levitates, okay? Right? Okay. The last piece about this and how to really perfect this, I learned this by stepping close to a wall, preferably one that you don't like or that you won't ruin. Not drywall probably, not a mirror, but if you can go to outside brick wall or a wooden wall that you can't really damage, this is really the ultimate trick that will teach you what I call the zip up technique, because I'll move closer. What I don't want to do is go out and then yank the bell back towards my face. That's going to make my torso go like that, okay? You're going to get all like shook around by this thing. You want to pop up and then boom, your hands go straight up in the air. So watch me from the side. I'm going to go. Okay? I'm going to go boom, straight up in the air. So the way to practice this, I'm not going to show you right now because I don't have a good wall in here, is get face forward right up to a wall. Give yourself about 2 feet, maybe just shy of an arm length from that wall, and you're gonna high pull like hell right in front of that thing. So you're gonna snap and yank, and don't let the bell go out and hit that wall, okay? It's a great little drill. It will fix your high pulls. When you know they're right, it's just like hitting a golf ball or a baseball bat or a tennis ball. That pop, boom, when it's nice and smooth, you know when you hit the sweet spot, okay? With the high pull, you know when you hit the sweet spot when it doesn't feel like your arm is overdoing it. When it just goes pop, 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 right? It just all of a sudden goes boom and shoots up in the air, okay? So snap the hip, yank the arm at the right time, pop and pull, and let me know how it goes, okay? I hope this tip was helpful. If you're working on learning some more kettlebell skills, go to onlinekettlebells.com, or if you're local, check my website out, 39minuteworkout.com. Thanks so much. And if you have any more questions about the high pull, please feel free to shoot. You know what, I don't know if I can see comments or not right now. But if you have any questions about high pull, please feel free to shoot. I'll be doing more demos like this, every week, working on some kettlebell skills, teaching you guys some more stuff. But this one is one of my favorite, more advanced drills that's going to get the heart rate up, burn a ton of fat, challenge full body strength, and really get you the results you want. So hopefully it was helpful. Give me a thumbs up if it was. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to shoot, and I will pay attention to any questions we get all night. I do tend to respond when people ask stuff. I try to be helpful. So can you show how you're positioning your hands? Absolutely, Tanya. So it's a little bit hard to show because, are you talking about my fingers or like that? I will say this, when I snatch, I'm awesome. I will say this, let me grab a leg bell, sorry. Hold it. When I snatch, I use what's called a fingertip grip like this. So it's actually, I snatch with it down on my fingers, okay? So when you snatch, it flips nice and loosely in the hand. Whereas when I high pull, I'm gonna actually hold this thing like this. Now, I don't know if that's what most people say, but I absolutely agree with that, because when you do the high pull, you're gonna get a good fixed grip on that puppy, because when I get to here, I don't want that thing to flip up or droop, okay? So I need to have a little bit of a grip. I'm doing it a little bit slow motion. I need to have a little bit of a grip to help keep that forearm at the top, a nice straight line with that bell, okay? So hopefully that makes sense about the grip. It's a lot like a one-hand swing, although one-hand swing I'd practice down on the fingertips. The high pull is the one advanced drill where I actually grip it like that, okay? Most of the other advanced drills down on the fingertips, okay? So cool, that's a great question actually, hand grip, and this is rare, because if y'all know the kettlebell words, the clean, the one hand swing, and the snatch should all be fingertip grip, and the high pull is the one where a full grip is gonna come more in handy, so that when you come up here, pop, it stays right where it belongs, okay? So that's a great question. If there's any more questions, feel free to shoot. It's always fun trying to do kettlebell drills and then talk. But we'll be doing a little workout here in about 20 minutes. And I'm just hanging out to see if there's any more questions at this point. What I talked about today was the high pull, particularly the double high pull. It's an advanced drill that you can definitely do after maybe 30 to 90 days of working with kettlebells. Once you've mastered your proper swing technique, which is a hip hinge and then exploding with the hips, once you've mastered that guy, then you should move on to your one-hand swings and your cleans, a clean is the swing that ends at the shoulder, and then your high pulls and snatches. And so this is just one of my favorite ones. And I did also share earlier that I have lots of like childhood injuries to my shoulders just from wrestling and pitching, to where sometimes my shoulder doesn't love the snatch, but I can, for whatever reason, can handle a lot of volume with the high pull. And different clients are different. Some clients actually have more issue with one or the other. But the high pull works really great for my shoulders, probably because I don't explode and go to full lockout as you do in the snatch. So that's why in the workouts, I tend to love this one because it gets the heart rate up really, really high. Any of you who've done double kettlebells, have you done double kettlebells out there? That's the one that really just challenges you so much. They're so effective. So, all right, I got clients rolling in for class, folks. I'm gonna see you next time. If you have any more questions, feel free to shoot. If I can answer them by words, I'll do that. If they need a more elaborate response, maybe I'll do another video inspired by your question. That'd be cool too. I'm always looking for things that I can do to help you guys perfect your kettlebell skills at home. So thanks so much. Take care.